Fade in.
Well, greetings, everybody. Welcome. Happy Friday. Welcome to Preflight number 141. We've been doing this for a while. We even took some time off, took a few weekends off, a few holidays, and yet we're still 141 episodes deep, which is a lot. It speaks to the fact that I've been here almost 3 years. And yeah, pretty cool. We do have a lot to talk about. Almost all of it is intriguing, related to the box office and some other events that have happened recently. The trades out there are getting it wrong all the time. It's very strange, but it is what it is. Can't help it. But I can say hi to each and every one of you. For example, there's SFX314 Sabertooth Raptor. We've got Captain Fandom Nerd in the house, and Dave G Sound is here. We've got Mephisto's movie reviews. We've got Brightest Day. We got our friend Scott Westbrook sending a magical 888 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Sneaking in at work to say hi and drop a few coins. I'll watch later on. P.S. I like turtles. Awesome. Appreciate that. And Scott, since I know you're watching on the replay, this one is for you.
Wow. It's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So, thanks.
Right. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Scott. Yep. I needed to brush my hair. It was bothering me. Let's see who else is in the house. We've got Shrap 3D hanging out with us. Good to see you. And Horseradish Power drops a 2-pound silver in the chat here. This is proper money. Horseradish Power. Thank you. You're at the cinema to see No Hard Feelings. It's a 90-minute movie. It is. It was only a 90-minute movie. So chances are you are actually watching it as we speak. I hope you're enjoying it. Like I said, 2/3 good. I'm curious to see if you agree with me when you get out of it. I really am. But I did do a review on the film, and pretty in-depth, no spoilers. Maybe we'll talk about that here shortly, but thank you for the 2-pound silver. And yeah.
Oh, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
Yeah, the Red Ranger. It's been a minute. I hope you're good. Says I went to buy some camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any. Bah! Thank you, the Red Ranger. That is awesome. I love it. Brightest Day saying hi to Biggles, and Biggles left a member chat, which we'll get there. We'll get there. We got David Glenn hanging out with us today. There's Cosmic Squirrel again. We've got Yek Nomino. Looks like you're going to your first baseball game. Enjoy the Reds game. Should be a lot of fun. Weatherman is here. Good to see you. I think I said hi to David Glenn a second ago. We got Commander Ed Straker of Shadow, TGIF also, my friend. Let's see, who else do we have in the house here? The Common Nerd. Good to see you. There's Coach O'Dragon. And there's Biggles member chat right there. Says 30 months. Says, never fear. Biggles is here. Well, it's good to see you, Biggles. So many great humans. We've got wonderful beings as well, including Lord Thoth. You guys are making fun of my piloting skills. Cashter is here. What's up, Cash? We got just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. Good to see you. Apex. What's up, Apex Comics? Hope you're doing well. We've got Last Son of K here. CC's piloting. Oh, dear God. We're all going to die. Hey. I played PlayStation. Probably be all right. Nearsighted Cyclops. Gojira Star. What's going on? Quick stop by. Well, thanks for stopping by. TPC is in the house. We got Humor and Waffles. Hope you are doing well, Humor and Waffles. We got E. Clay Thompson here. We got Zavin. Hi, folks. Hi. Hello. Mutant Bamhammer is here. Do the trades. Get it wrong on purpose. I think so. Yeah, they are very much a propaganda role. They're not a journalism role. They're a high school paper at this point. Gossip rag at best. Interestingly enough, the last real journalism that was done at Deadline was back when Fink owned it. Nikki Fink doesn't own it anymore. And not that it would matter now. Anyway. Channel Surf, what's going on? Great to see you. Best mustache on YouTube. Dragon Master 360 is here as well. Dragon Bricks is here. Check it out. A little Lego love. And Jeff L. Pearson is here. Good to see you, bud. Sci-Fi for Me TV. Hey, everyone. Hey. Hello, everyone, to you, too. And, of course, Mexican Iron Man for $5 says, Gardening with Culture. Live stream where culture cultivates his garden. The twist, garden is full of giant Venus flytrap man-eating plants. Ooh. All right. Mike, again, love the ideas and appreciate the support, especially the super chats. But this one's going to get me killed. And there, like you said, then there's no more channel, which is not the most bueno of things. But I appreciate the super chat and the efforts. I really do. So, you rock.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks for your being kind and supporting the channel. Yeah.
I really do appreciate it, Mikey. Several other folks rolling in the door like little Chad. Oh, horseradish power for another £5 sterling. Here we go. The Flash is a film made by a relay race of committees. Wow. Beautiful take there. Lovely and funny. And likely was Michael Keaton playing Thomas Wayne in disguise. Not bad Supergirl either. Yeah. There was some really weird stuff going on there for sure. I didn't think Supergirl was terrible. I said so. Although I think Sasha Kaye, sorry about the yawn, guys, but I think Sasha Kaye was wasted in that film. And perhaps they left in the best bits of her. I don't know. It's been reported that there was some of that as well. Hard to say. But thank you for the £5 sterling. Horseradish power. I appreciate it. And thanks.
Your kindness knows no bounds. Except for whatever $sign you chose to stop at.
True story. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Of course, we got Jaffo in the house. Great to see you, my friend. Very talented artist. What's up, Mr. Trace? For 99 cents, pops in a super sticker. It is a smiley evil face, which I enjoy. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. There's Brian, that 70s rock fan. Hail to you, my friend. Hail to you. The Red Ranger has a member chat saying, oh, I got one. I've been good, just busy. Busy. Yeah, well, that's good. You want to be busy. Let's see. Oh, you're not quite at the film. I hear you. Well, I hope you enjoy what you can of it. Black Saber's in the house. Good to see you. Hey, there's D-Bud Martin. Good to see you. All you guys made it over after Midnight's Edge in the morning, didn't you? Thanks for being here. John Gibson is here. Great to see you, John. Let's see. And John Sapola is here. Let's see. Culture Casino, we've determined that the dog run is now the corn dog run, thanks to a viewer comment. Yeah, there you go. That sounds funny. It's very funny. Lots of corn. Framing a narrative beneficial to the studios gets the MSM access. That's right. Yep, that's why they're the Axmis Media. And as long as the trades are factually accurate, they can claim no journalistic foul. But they seldom are accurate. I mean, yeah, they use a lot of weasel words, I think. So, Catsith is here saying, hello. What's the best movie in the last 5 years? Man, that's impossible to say. I want to say Top Gun Maverick, but I think I need to look at where the actual 5-year run would have ended. Going into the pandemic, we did have a couple of decent films. Hard to say. I think a lot of people are tired of superhero films. Space Adventures would be wonderful, but the last time we tried that, we got really bad Star Wars. Mission Impossible 6 is pretty good. I think Dead Reckoning is going to be amazing. Very much looking forward to it. Darth Gutierrez is in the house. What's up? Got Rob Altus out there. Hard to say. Zachariah 315. How's it going? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. 1917 says Black Saber. It was an interesting way that was shot, to be fair. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, bud. Alita Battle Angel, was that 2019? 2018? Somebody help me. I don't remember. Morbius was one of the movies in the last 5 years. Yeah, there have been a lot of movies. People are sick of superhero movies, or they want comic book movies. I think that's probably an accurate statement because there are two different things. Hank's here. What's up, Hank? I have to think about that for a while. A lot of people are sick of a lot of different kinds of entertainment. Pinochet's Helicopter Tour sends a member chat. Appreciate that as it scrolled by. I'm actually CC's pilot. We are an LLC for reasons. That's correct. Various reasons. That's why LLCs are important. Keeps that liability in a different place. Paramount Plus just took a write down on shows including Star Trek Prodigy. Oh, really? Well, that was way back in February. Is there a new story out there, little Chad? I'm gonna look it up because I was like, huh? See anything there? Just send it to me. Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Holy smoke. It's real. Let's get into it, folks. This is amazing. I love it when news breaks while we're live. It's great. Great stuff. Then I don't have to work too hard. Share screen. Be a professional YouTuber. All right. Let's get into it. Thank you, Jason. And little chat. So, Greece, Star Trek prodigy, however that is, prodigy, thank you. Queen of the Universe, the game canceled and being removed from Paramount Plus. Da, da, da. That's how good this stuff is. So the streamer becomes the latest to take advantage of tax write-off as it prepares to incorporate Showtime content to the platform. So here we go. The Paramount Global-backed streamer has canceled Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies. Yay! After a single season, reversed a decision on season 2 pickup for the animated and kids-focused Star Trek Prodigy, axed competition series Queen of the Universe after 2 seasons, and nixed the game revival after 2 seasons. Additionally, all 4 shows will be removed from Paramount Plus as the conglomerate joins Disney and Warner Brothers Discovery in taking tax write-offs for underperforming series. The news comes as Paramount Plus will incorporate yada, 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 starting Tuesday. My goodness. So, yeah, they're going to trim things down. We are removing select programming as we look to optimize Showtime's robust slate of premium originals. Other content expected to be removed from the platform in the coming weeks, but nothing more high profile than the 4 series revealed today. So Prodigy was renewed for season 2 in November of 2021. And was a key push by franchise captain Klutzman to introduce the property to a new generation. Yeah, not going well. Wow. Interesting news. That's kind of fun. Thanks for that. What's up, Becky? Good to see you. It's too bad Acolyte won't be canceled. Yep. This guy is not liking to live stream with me since he only invites me on super late night streams and he knows I can't make it. I just hung out with you Thursday on Loki's channel, Mikey. But okay. You guys are on top of it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Look at all these folks here. I didn't even know they made a show about Greece and only heard of the Star Trek show. Yeah. Das Wulfen says in a member chat, I don't think they will find a buyer for Star Trek. Nope. A lot of people are interested in seeing that go away. I'm included in that. A lot of people. Captain Fandom Nerd sends a $3 super chat because I don't get to play the $3 one often enough, saying, when unavailable, have a YouTuber Mexican Iron Man on. Oh, I would love to. He's a wonderful friend. He's a wondrful friend, Captain Fandom.
You get to give money to a organization that sends food to children in other countries. You could have given $3 to a bum on the street, but instead you decided to give $3 to the guy that looks like a bum. Thank you for your generosity.
And I do appreciate it, truly. It's nice to have your support and many others. You guys are doing great. I love it. Unlimited power. Calling Dr. Freud. Dr. Freud, you're needed in Culture's Weave. You guys are funny. I'm yawning my face off, though. What's up, Radioactive? Rob Altus drops a super saying, RMB said it best. Star Trek did not need to be made for kids. Most fans started as kids. Exactly. Make a smart show. The kids will learn better that way. Right, Rob? Yeah. And Robert Meyer Burnett. Very wise when it comes to Star Trek. I disagree on some stuff, but they both love the show. Well, most of the shows and films. So, yeah. Anyway, Rob Altus, you're cool. And that follows right up with horseradish power for £5 sterling, saying our streaming service is profitable. We are deleting all content to make money through tax write-offs. It is the new financial strategy for Hollywood. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Oh no, our streaming service is profitable. We're just deleting all the content to get some tax write-offs. Yeah. Nobody's doing really well in streaming outside of Netflix, to be fair. I mean, Amazon uses it as a also add-on, and man, I'm tired. Either that or I just don't have enough oxygen in my brain. But yeah, Amazon uses it as kind of an also like a value-added proposition, and Apple doesn't care. They just make a video service so they can have a video service. That's all it is. But no, you're 100% right, horseradish power. And thank you for the £5 sterling. You're going to get a fancy one. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Words cannot express the gratitude that comes from culture towards you on this day. Or they can, but, it's just one of those things you say. Thanks.
Unlimited power as a member chat wants me to play the play the cow clip. Same thing. By the end of the stream, I will definitely do that. Unlimited power. A lot of people like Moo Linda. So, Prodigy was better than Discovery. True story. True story. Das Wolfen is 100% correct. Mexican Iron Man is the greatest YouTuber of our generation, hands down. When I grew up, I want to be Mexican Iron Man on YouTube. He's so slick. He doesn't even have to make content, and he's still the best YouTuber out there. He does have some content on his channel. He does. Don't let him lie to you. He's made content. That's no moon. It's Lizzo. Oh wait, it's a weird way to do a Star Wars quote there. Utter time. Oh, Davinia says, "Take a nap, culture." I'm gonna take a nap listening to my favorite shows though this afternoon. Darth Snarkus says, "Do you think Jeff Bezos will buy CNN if it's for sale?" I think Jeff. I want to say Rucker. That's not it. Drucker or whatever his name is. That guy. I think he's the one that's going to go after it. In fact, I've got a video coming out about this, Darth Snarkus, here. If not late today, early tomorrow morning sometime. So keep your eyes peeled. Talking about that specifically and the thoughts around that, where analysts are getting it, and a lot of the other rumors, and how they may not be rumors. So there's a video coming. Yeah, Zucker, that's the word. Thank you, guys. I keep forgetting that guy's name. I did it last night, too. I don't know why. I mean, he really did ruin CNN by taking it just so partisan. MIM's superpower is reducing oppressive tax burdens. This I've heard, and I may have to avail myself of his services. Bobo Yogi says, CultureCasino, Mexican Iron Man, please punch Tom in the ballsack every time he interrupts Andre. Well, and don't have arms long enough. And I don't want to punch Tom. I love Tom. We all end up interrupting other people, unfortunately. What's Hasbro's studio they've been trying to sell for a while? That's E1 Entertainment. Heard about this from a cool long-haired dude on YouTube. That's me. Anyway, that's what I expect to happen with CNN. Put on the market, never sold. No, I think people are going to want it. I mean, look, right now you have media yard sales happening. That's what I'm going to call it. In fact, I'm probably going to do some videos next week about media yard sales. Vice is an example of a media yard sale. Something that used to be worth billions and billions of dollars, now down in the lower hundreds of millions of dollars, acquired by basically the creditors, which are made up of Soros and some other folks, Apollo Partners Management or whatnot. And, they benefited from that. But the problem is that a brand anybody's going to be interested in? Probably not. BuzzFeed's got the same fate there. You've got a few more of these things likely to happen in the near future. So I wouldn't count on much. But you're gonna see a lot of like super wealthy people pick up playthings that they can try to manipulate the public's mind with. That's what Bezos has done with the WAPO, and a lot of these things are now thoroughly compromised. I mean, Bill Gates just buys everybody's media. So Bill Gates buys the AP's influence. He buys whoever he can, get to do his stories. And CNN does have name recognition, so there is a little value there. Not much, truly. It's not worth that much. CNN spent more than their value on trying to start up their own streaming platform, which was promptly canceled. CC Karaoke. Wolverine Schnicked. We got Horny Alf. Good to see you guys. Yeah, very much. Nice and cheap propaganda pieces. That's all they are. CNN International is still a thing outside the U.S. Yeah, it still is. And they don't have a leader anymore. Zucker was the international, and he was the worldwide head of everything, including international and domestic. And Licht was in the same position. And now it's largely rudderless. So, yeah. Didn't CNN value and viewers drop because they tried to be more partisan in their reporting? Here's the problem. When you only speak to one side, when you try to course correct it and go back to the center, and again, this is part of a video I'm working on for tomorrow, you're going to have a hard time bringing those other eyeballs back. Of course, sticking with that plan would have been good at this point in time because people are abandoning Fox because obviously they're a wolf in sheep's clothing. But it is what it is. There's the lovely Mrs. Flu. I hope you're doing well, dear. Good to see you. Tom's going to be disappointed to hear about the Pink Lady show. I don't know about that. Maybe. Is Tickle Trunk here? Hey! The only people who watch CNN are people who haven't figured out that you can find news on the internet. My mother is one. Ignorance is also bliss, though. True. Morgan King is being very complimentary of Mexican Iron Man. I agree. Mikey is quite talented in all of his endeavors, whether it's as a YouTuber or a producer. He does it well. It does take years to build a brand, but moments to destroy it. Well, look at Bud Light, Target, Kohl's, to some extent Miller. Look at the baseball. The Dodgers have absolutely decimated their brand. Hockey is abandoning some of their woke stuff. We'll see how the rest of that shows up. But I think a lot of these entities are learning partisanship, especially as the economy heads completely into the tank. They're going to need everybody's money. Yeah, Campy is a victim of whatever's going on inside his head. I'm actually concerned about Campy, to be fair. The answer to this is no. You might miss some context here or there, Unlimited Power, but if you just watch season 3, I don't know that you'll miss anything. The only thing that you won't get is that Picard's actually a humanoid robot now, or an android or whatever. So there's that. Oh, Marvel's a good example too, bass player. Absolutely. I used to watch hockey. I still love it, but used to watch it. That's right. Yeah. I think a lot of things are changing. Zucker courted the Orange Man before 2016 primaries, and 45 took full advantage. True story. And then he turned on him. All right, great. Yeah, Bobo Yogi's like, yeah, called it. No, you can just ignore it. Ignore those first 2 seasons. Yeah, Campy's attacking of the fan base continues. Does it really? That's not good news, Victor. Ugh. Don't attack your fans. Don't attack your fans. Look, we still have companies doing it, right? And then what's dumb is they don't apologize. I mean, the primary example is, of course, these guys. The Fuhrer of Bud Lights, Anheuser-Busch, is still in full mode. They are like, you have Variety trying to pacify it, saying after the Fuhrer. No, there's still plenty of Fuhrer. 30% of their customers are never coming back. They're hoping that the commercial goes down smooth. It did not. This commercial did not go down smooth at all. At all. Yeah, so they got tangled in the nation's culture wars because of this person here. They're trying to get back into your good graces. We want to show up in all the relevant occasions in summer, backyard barbecues, stadiums, and sports venues. Not only that, they're courting. By the way, they went after the Griffies. That didn't work out well. And now they're going after football players like Dak Prescott and a few others. That's not going to work out well. People aren't going to enjoy that. They just aren't. They don't want that to happen. You're going to see Tyler Braden, Seaforth, and lots of others take part in a Bud Light backyard tour. That isn't going to be good for them. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Dak Prescott. No. Yeah, you're going to get a payday, but then you may lose fan interest because you're tied into this stuff. None of this is smart. The brewing company's already spent $60.1 million across traditional media in 2022, right? Well, right now they're at $40.8 million just in the fourth quarter alone. Or excuse me, just in the first quarter alone of 2023. They're so desperate that they are spending at a ridiculous or alarming rate. So they're going to spend $100 million at this pace. They'll spend $100 million more than they did all of last year just on trying to get people back into Bud Light. I don't think $10,000 in giveaway or $100 in a bar tab is going to, work. They've been offering rebates now for a while. You could get the beer for free. And he still couldn't push out cases. We have to bring in new drinkers. That's the name of the game. No. You alienated the old drinkers, the people who were loyal to the brand. You destroyed their loyalty. You're dumb. Anyway. Yeah, this is why there will be an eventual win, is because we don't attack people. Well, we attack ideas, not people. It's a different. PBR goes down smooth. A lot of people like Pabst Blue Ribbon, indeed. There's a lot of different beers you could drink if you're a drinker. Civility is the weapon of the underdog, indeed. Dylan Mulvaney is just a useful idiot. It's the VP of marketing that killed Bud Light. I'm not going to argue with you. Alyssa Heinerscheid. That's why one of my videos is actually titled Heinerscheided. Because I think that's going to be a verb. You've been Heinerscheided. Or an adjective. But like you said, it's every time you become unhinged and you go crazy, like Unlimited Power says here, Campion went full crazy. Yeah, stopped watching after Harloff's Star Wars rant. And yeah, John Schneff. Yeah. But it's I don't know what's happening with the guy. And he's even attacking his friends. I mean, it's just dumb. Enjoy the film, Horseradish Power. Yeah, the marketing budget's to rival the MCU film. Yep, one MCU film. It's amazing. God, Disney's in so much trouble right now, financially. Fan interest in the NFL is already low. It's falling off. It's very strange what they've done to their football product. Using football players won't help. No. Apathy is setting in for for the BS brand and the BS company. Yeah. And not only that, there's a contagion in effect, like I said in my video. It's affecting the other brands. I mean, it's Budweiser's down 10%. The big brand, King of Beers, is down 10%. And I agree with you, Gojira starts way too late. Hey, Liam Neeson's chin. Thanks for being watcher number 100. Yep, that's why Eric July is winning 100%. And this is the biggest thing that everybody needs to learn. Do not step over dollars to pick up dimes. And that's what Bud Light's doing. Great water is critical to great beer. Sure. Al B. Quirky says, curiosity question. Has Dylan Mulvaney caused the product sales to increase? Any of them? I don't know. I mean, as a brand ambassador for Nike, I would say that's questionable. I think you're going to have as many ladies turned off by that idea as are okay with it. Maybe more turned off by it. I don't know. They're not very vocal about it. I don't know. Makeup brands. I don't see an upside for that person. I just don't. Truthfully. I don't see any great marketing success that came about because of Dylan Mulvaney. In the old days, when you had a carnival come through town, or a freak show, or it had a freak show as part of the carnival, what did they do? They placed the most bizarre person they could out front to draw more people into the tent. So who is that appealing to? Maybe those that are curious or those that are aligned. Outside of that, now you've pushed away. Now you got a bunch of people not coming in the tent. So it's hard to say. Hard to say. And micro breweries are definitely rejoicing Divinia. And you know what? That's a good thing, to be fair. And I love me a Yingling. Somebody said I was cracking one open. Let's see, where was it? There it is, Common Nerd. Yep. You just cracked open a Yingling. Good for you, brother. Good for you. New drinkers don't drink alcohol. They drink soy milk lattes. Well, you're seeing a lot of younger folks leaning back towards like Zima type beverages. Lots of those seltzer weirdnesses. And there's some other weirdnesses in there too. So. Collider lost me when they applauded TLJ. Well, Collider lost me way before that. Hey, Optimus Prime. Thanks, coming. I'm tired of this poop right now, brother. Just got home from the gym, helping my wife and our kids with our kids. Cool. By the way, awesome icon, bro. Didn't Sean's grandma just die? I don't know. I can't speak to that. It does hit you hard when you lose a grandparent, especially one that's very influential. Darth Snarkus, this is true. New Coke fiasco, Coca-Cola recovered. Maybe. I have a feeling that it's not going to recover. You're not going to get 30% of your customers back. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Woo! Big one. Yeah, the anthem protest certainly didn't help sports. It's true. So is Warner They're having a fire sale on their music IP. That's actually part of the video that I'm going to put out tomorrow, Vic. If you want to check that out, a lot of things going on in the background about who will be there. And Darth Narcus, if Indy loses $300 million, I might even go out on a limb here and say, when Indy loses $300 million, your guess is as good as mine as far as Kathleen Kennedy. Seriously. I mean, the fact that she still is there blows my mind. The fact that she's still peddling, whether or not she coined the phrase or not, the Force is female. She's essentially destroyed all of the valuable Lucasfilm stuff. Any reasonable CEO worth his salt would get rid of her. She has no metrics to support her continued employment. She's been financially detrimental. P. Lee or Lie. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way I'm supposed to say that, but thank you for being here. I think I said Pi Lee last time. I don't know. But anyway, where's Disney getting money to make anything? Good question. They can't sell fun, no, because they're not making money. And they're throwing good money after bad, yes. And they've been doing that for a while. I have this weird feeling that when the Acolyte does show up on screens, it's going to be lambasted in a way that is incredibly embarrassing for Disney, and they may have to write it off as well. What a bunch of waste of money. Pinochet says, I have torturously interfered with corporation, then there's nothing they can do. I have disparaged them and taken from them again and again. There's nothing they can do. A lot of people have been doing that. OC Gigan, what beer do you drink recommend? I have been really enjoying Yingling. I don't encourage anybody to drink. If you have not taken up that vice, good for you. I partake in adult beverages on occasion. I do prefer actually a nice high quality bottle of red wine, preferably a Pinot Noir. But there's that. So, but I like my local brews. I've actually really been enjoying Modelo. So there's that. Bubble Yogi says, woke has really woken people up. Yes. I think people are wide awake. Wide awake. Yeah, whiskey works out really well. I'm like a Scotch guy, so like if I'm gonna do that, I would do like a Johnny Blue or black, probably. Blue if I'm rolling deep, it's blue. If I'm just having a regular drink, it's probably black. And I'm not opposed to Red Label either, but I like Johnny. Hey, Brightest Day sends me a super dollar. Thank you for the super dollar. Make me holla. You're gonna get the funny one.
Wow, it looks like I just found your house back there. Ya bum.
Thanks for the support, brother. I'm just teasing you. Yeah, New Cook was a false flag to get people to reject the new one to demand the classic. It boosted sales. Maybe, but to a certain extent, they wanted both to survive. And for a while, you had two different things out there. Pretty gross. A lot of people have said this, and I've weighed in on it in the affirmative, thinking that this was a possibility, that she had a lot less stable footing without this kind of support. Newton essentially destroyed the company culture from within in a way that I don't think it's recoverable. Basically aligning Disney against family rather than making it or reaffirming it as a family brand. That was bad. I don't know how they're going to recover from that. It'll slowly bleed out. I don't know. You're going to have to get rid of all the sycophants that were tied to Iger in the first place. And putting Dana Walden in charge of the company will absolutely collapse it. She is the least qualified person for that gig. How did we get... I'm so far behind now, you guys. My goodness. Reports are that Hedlund has been let go over there. There's apparently documentation. She's working on a project over at Freeform. Well, Freeform's still Disney, isn't it? Pretty sure. I haven't seen any of these docs. I haven't seen anybody confirm the Acolyte's canceled. There's still teaser trailers and stuff out there. Yeah, like I said, I see a lot of people reporting very similar statements. But another announcement was made surrounding Acolyte recently about the first non-binary something or another actor in Star Wars. So there you go. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2 says, did you know Coca-Cola hired their own death squad? No. I mean, that seems like a familiar rumor, but no. That's crazy, Pinochet, but I have no reason to doubt you. You're pretty able to pretty much accurately show up and have receipts. That's crazy, though. Interesting. Yeah, Freeform is still Disney. Oh, wait, I didn't play your clip. Sorry there. My goodness. I had to play your clip. Oh, and this one's fun. This is the fun one.
Whoa, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
There you go. Anyway, sorry about that, Pinochet. But no, Freeform is still Disney. Used to be ABC Family. Yeah, and then they went anti-family with Freeform. Yingling is awesome. Yeah, it is. It's delicious. I bootlegged a bunch of it from Texas. Logic Finest says, ultimately, the WA is trying to keep Netflix model from neutering them forever. Sadly, the WA, I think they've already lost regardless of the final resolution. Yes, I agree. I think they're screwed. And again, unless they demand transparency and the Directors Guild screwed them, unless they all get transparency in what these shows do, what their performance is, and have all that tied together in metrics that actually support them financially, I think they're lost for a long, long time. I don't know how. I don't know how you don't get that information. And I think actors are going to want it too. They needed to unite on that front for transparency. And then it would have exposed all of Hollywood for their lack of performance when it comes to a lot of these streaming services and streaming shows. That's why they absolutely can't let those numbers get out. So you have two sides of the equation, one that's beneficial for the people who are trying to make money doing this, and the other people who are just trying to support their stock price and not give away the fact that they've been losing money for a long period of time. It's catch-22. So I will definitely do this. I believe you. In Colombia, indeed. Is that back in the day when they actually had Coke and Coca-Cola? The Disney problem is Iger. He's unreasonable, entitled, and arrogant, and surrounds himself with people that support his opinions. Yeah, and that's the other problem. Disney operates better when you have a business person and a creative person, not somebody who's trying to do both. And to be fair, the weatherman, not you, but Bob, Uncle Bob, the weatherman, Igor. Yeah, Bob Iger is neither. He's great at acquiring IPs. Of course, those IPs get destroyed. He's great at acquiring studios. Those studios get destroyed. Look at what's happened. Marvel self-destructs. Lucasfilm self-destructs. Pixar self-destructs. Disney Animation, which has been around forever, are walking around on crutches. Not good. Power Rangers self-destructs. We can go on. Muppets self-destructs. Yeah. The current projections for MI7 are not very good. They barely are over what the Flash projections were. I don't agree with that. I released a video about it today, Vic. I think that the $90 million lowball that you're getting from the projections and the trades is going to be uniquely inaccurate. I think that it's going to have a pretty bang-up box office. I think it's going to do rather well. They said the same thing about Top Gun Maverick. Tom Cruise is a global superstar. You do need, like I said, even Walt needed his brother. Roy was a financial whiz that really did a lot of supernatural things at times to make sure that the company kept going financially. Yeah, BioWare self-destructed, yeah. Yeah, the Julian Sand story was sad. I remember originally reporting that all the way back in January, I believe. It was awful. Mr. Buttcrack Media, the man with his own commercial on WDW Pro. That's right. Half of Ubisoft is self-destructing. Yeah, we're watching it. Oh, yeah, CD Projekt Red. Did you see what they did today? Pure ESG post, man. Well, Black Saber, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope to see you Monday. Indeed, I got a little bit more to go through today. I saw a movie, so you don't have to. I really hope you guys get a chance to watch the review. I put that up there for a reason, to save you $8.50, $11.50, $20.50, wherever you are, whenever you see it. So the preview at the box office, as I reported this morning, was 2.15 million. Not stellar, but again, the movie was not expensive. A few words, though, to add here very quickly. This film does have a lot of nudity. It is R for a reason. It had a lot of promise. It had a lot of heart, and there was story in it. The problem is it just didn't deliver on any of those things. But it made 2.15 million in previews. Looks like it's going to open to a soft 12 to 13 million. But that's not great in consideration of the $45 million budget. That's still higher than I anticipated. Originally, I'd heard like a $24-25 million budget, so I thought this thing would be all right. Maybe not. What it really needs to do is well more than Cocaine Bear, which did 87 million, which Cocaine Bear was at least entertaining. Bert Kreischer's film was never going to make big money. Billy Eichner's movie was never going to make any money at all. And this About My Father thing was really just a vehicle for De Niro to launder money, I think. Joe Coy's Easter Sunday was quite a disappointment. There hasn't been a lot of good comedies out there. Comedies used to be a bread and butter, low-level, mid-level budget films that could make a lot of money, and they're just not. But you got The Flash actually out there. It just basically set to implode. Bad timing with the sub thing, I know, but still. They still think it's going to stay at number one in the box office for the weekend with 22 to 25 million, which is going to be a 60% drop. I predict it'll be steeper than that, and it'll fall underneath probably Elemental and probably underneath Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is probably going to overperform one more time for Miles Morales and beat out Elemental and The Flash. And look, if Wes Anderson's Asteroid City can actually make 7 to 8 million in its first wide release weekend, more power to it, because at least that film is somewhat, undercutting the current narrative. The box office is a real problem. And we're going to be headed into a final weekend of the year where it's going to be terrible because Indy's going to completely flop. And as was suggested earlier in the stream, would it surprise me if it lost over $300 million? No. The film was way too expensive. It is a terrible story. It sends off a terrible idea and a terrible message, and it destroys a hero. And when most people find out that that's confirmed 100% by enough people that they trust, they're not going to put their money into it. I'm only going to see the film because of you, all of you. I would not be going to see this film otherwise. I see films so you don't have to. That's what I do. Pinochet's helicopter tours for another $2, sponsoring today's program. Thank you very much. Disney is being artificially propped up or inflated. Yes, and so is Anheuser-Busch InBev and many other things. Buy your retirement dollars via Vanguard, BlackRock, Blackstone, any of these other groups. Yeah, State Street. Yeah. All that money that you are trying to, use to retire on is being used to support this neo-Marxism. Because of one man's belief system. It's not okay. It's not okay. But thank you for the super chat, my friend. I do appreciate it. It's a cute super chat.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
All the corps are actually being supported, artificially. Every time you watch Bud go up, it goes down again. That buy up is not done by retail people. Anybody who's paying attention to retail right now, retail investors, if they're smart and paying attention, they're not putting money into AB InBev right now. Because they don't know where the bottom is, and neither do these, the big guys. The big guys are going in there, bringing in some money. Maybe they profit take after the price goes up, and they think they pulled in some suckers. Because that's the way, these groups work. That's the way hedge funds work. That's the way they all work. Deeply frustrating. This is a question that's good. Pro did a decent video on this. I really am enjoying his takes because he and I run parallel. I mean, we don't exactly have the same opinions or the same reasons why things are going on, but he really does have his pulse on things. He does an excellent job of explaining it. That's why I really appreciate hanging out with him and talking to him. But he says, this is a question Unlimited Power has. Why does Disney have so many flops lately? Is it management? Yeah. I mean, it's from the top down. I mean, from the board level through the CEO, through everybody underneath. It's the people that they brought in. It's these efforts to undermine merit in favor of some kind of, magical sauce that doesn't exist or doesn't better your company. This idea of diversity is a different form of exclusivity. It's a victim narrative culture that they develop within their organization. It actually pollutes and destroys the existing culture, which created the successful organism in the first place. Disney has done that with everything that they've been invested in. There's no other way to describe that. So is it mismanagement? Yeah. Is it management? Yeah. Is it corporate leadership? Yeah. Everything from the board down. And the truth is, right here from the Weatherman, you always get the best results from creatives when you put restrictions and obstacles in front of them, usually financial barriers. You have to come up with a creative solution. They have to do something different. If the shark doesn't work, you make the best shark movie ever. That's what Jaws was. If you can't possibly do something, you create the threat of something that's the possibility. And you get great horror films. You get great sci-fi when you're on a shoestring budget and you have to repurpose freezer pallets to make walls that look science fiction-y. You paint empty ice cream, 5-gallon ice cream containers that are made out of cardboard and metal rings and turn them into pillars. Lots of creative solutions that have made great films. WG, very generous indeed, gives 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, WG. I appreciate you, my friend. WG's awesome. Can't wait to see him again, hopefully in Orlando. And it gives me an excuse to play the video you've all been waiting for. Thank you, WG.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Thanks again, WG. You guys are amazing. I appreciate your support. And so do all the other people just benefited from your gift, my friend. This is always the case. Like I said, Disney operated always better, but 2 different minds at the helm. One creative, one business. One that would say, I want to do this. The other would say, we can't afford it. And then a battle ensues, and the creative has to figure out a way to make it work financially. Or the other way around. But, you know, Squirrel Lords Gaming says Disney's been a cult for years. Yeah, they don't hide it anymore. Yeah, they don't worry about writing the best story. They only want to follow the narrative of their cult. We're not in that club. They don't like us. They're not making money anymore. Well, they're making less and less. Valiant Renegade did a video that I should have done. I should have beat him to it because I've been talking about the fact that Disney is going to be $1 billion underwater by the end of this year theatrically. Turns out they might already be there. $975 million underwater in this theatrical performance alone. The trailing 12 months. Bonkers, isn't it? And you really only have 2 big films this year, this summer anyway. You have, unfortunately, you're not going to have a sleeper and No Hard Feelings, but you're going to have a Nolan film do pretty well because it's going to own IMAX for 3 weeks. Apparently viewers walk out of it fairly devastated, can't speak. It's kind of a horror film. I imagine it's 2 bombs that changed the course of history and the lives of millions and the course of a war. Nolan said that early Oppenheimer viewers have had a visceral reaction to the film. So some people leave the movie absolutely devastated. They can't speak. I mean, there's an element of fear that that's there in history, and there are underpinnings. But the love of these characters and the love of the relationships is as strong as I've ever done. So there you go. So there's one of the films that'll do good at the box office this summer. And then the other one that I did a video about today for very good reason. Mission Impossible 7. I truly believe that this movie is going to well overperform what they've already suggested. And holy cow, the very lovely 6 is a high roller. Good to see a 6. But I have a feeling, and I'm very excited to see this movie. I think between Oppenheimer and this one, you're going to have the only competition at the box office this summer, and I think these will do rather well. Contrarian Shill is here. Love that name. Never financially support people who hate you. That's why I'm going to support this guy. Oh. Looking forward to it. And this might be true. This might be true, Don Sepul. It may be anti-American. We'll find out. The other reason that films are successful is because their budgets aren't out of control. And as little Chad points out, if Oppenheimer only has $100 million budget, first of all, that's really cheap for a Nolan film. But second, it'll have a good shot at making quite a bit of money. And believe me, a lot of these film studios, they need money. A Wild 6 appears. Well, a Wild 6 is a high roller now, so thank you, 6. Does this dress make my ass look big for $5? But culture. There are plenty of comedies at theaters right now. Look at the joke that The Flash, Little Mermaid, etc. are. Yeah, I know. And that's a good joke in and of itself. Thank you, my friend. I'm going to say thanks.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
Yeah. And thank you very much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, please hit the like button. Thank you, Squirrel Lords Gaming. I think a lot of people think Oppenheimer is going to be good. We'll have to see. But if the budget is correct, then they do have a chance. 100% Gojira Star. And I hope the budget's right. I hope that is the budget number. Honest question. Why is the first reaction to Oppenheimer is going to be anti-American when he never was? The book the film is based on wasn't anti-American. I don't know. I would imagine the people involved will cast that kind of a pall over it, that kind of a shade over it. Again, I won't know or be able to react to that till I see the film. A lot of people are intimating that it could be that way, playing the Americans as the bad guys because we actually used the bomb, not understanding through the prism of history why it was done. I mean, there were several reasons. Again, I think because people aren't taught history anymore, they lose context and they aren't familiar with it. They've never truly encountered a situation like that in their own lives, obviously to a much lesser degree, because they've never been challenged or they've never been allowed to fail. So they don't know what to do with it, to be fair. Yeah, Fat Man and Little Boy is a very good film. Now I am death, the destroyer of worlds. Yep, a quote of a quote. We'll see. Oh, I agree with you. He was never anti-American. He actually became anti-nuclear proliferation after the war and led the the military led the charge to demonize him. Again, why let facts get in the way? True story. True story. Regardless, I think it's going to be really interesting. I think Cillian Murphy is a talented actor. Can't wait to see him in it. So, yeah. Lots of crazy right now, but I think we're just going to wrap it because fairly there's other things that have to be viewed and watched, et cetera, et cetera. And I've had an incredible week, courtesy of all of you. Thank you for your contributions for the channel. And for those of you who are new subscribers, thank you. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed, please do. We are approaching that number, the magic number of 10K. If I can get there by the middle of July, which is my goal, that would be incredible. We're at 7,200 now, courtesy of a wonderful couple of weeks. And hopefully I'll get more content out for you. Yeah, I know a lot of people say Killian Murphy. It's spelled Cillian, but anyway. All right. You guys are incredible, and you keep the lights on in very many ways. I'm going to run some credits real quickly, and then I will hopefully see you Sunday night. Sunday night, we're going to have a big show just like we did last Sunday. And I'm going to say I'm going to try to keep it to 90 minutes, and 3.5 hours later, we'll probably wrap it up. I'm going to look to do a high roller stream, which will have to be during the week next week because it seems like Midnight's Edge is doing their member stream on Sunday. So that is not going to work as I'd hoped. Anyway, with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Cluster of buttons be seated. This time we're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.
Mike, you said wait, stop, come back. What's happening? Right? Why did I stop? Right here. Sunday is good now? All right. Maybe we'll do it Sunday then. Fair? I'll look at it. Mikey. I'll let you know. All right, guys. Love you. Have a great weekend.